Hello everyone, how good of you to join and welcome to, a new Tropico 6 Let's Play. I just love this game, it's cozy, it is having some really nice vibes to it, and of course it's got beautiful weather. And since it's once again raining in Austria, I thought myself, why not just jump into El Presidente once more? Create a colony that might strive or might not strive, we don't know, we'll see. Penultimo is going to fix it for us if we screw something up. And without further ado, let's get right into a new game for Tropico. And this time we're going once again with a sandbox, of course, and we're ramping it up this time a bit, the difficulty, right? We are going with the hardest settings. The first one is, though, it's not the hardest setting, that's the island. I would like to choose an island where we have lots of space to build something beautiful on it, and I think Cazuela con Tapa is going to be my choice this time. So we got beautiful big beaches and also a smaller island next to us where we can build a beautiful big bridge over that. And as we can see, these are the starting settings here. So we're starting in the colonial era with only a population of 50. The starting money is as low as possible at $20,000. There's not going to be any foreign aid. There is a strong Caribbean happiness parameter this time. So that means that the baseline for each era for the happiness setting is going up, and we need to keep up with that. If we can't do that, then my population gets extremely unhappy extremely quickly. And, well, we're screwed, basically. We will lose elections, have protests and military coups and everything like that. Don't forget that weak is actually the easiest setting here, and strong is the hardest setting for the Caribbean happiness. Political difficulty here, we're going with aggressive, so lots of very strong political factions. We're also going with a very strong opposition force. Disasters will happen frequently, so meteors, volcano eruptions, and floods and everything coming into Tropico. And the pirate difficulty will be Captain Blackbeard, so we're going to see a lot of pirate raids and attacks on us. I'm not going to go with any victory condition here. This is a sandbox after all. The goal is to reach modern era, build a beautiful bustling megacity with tourism and high quality products, and of course happy Tropicans, which is the most important thing. I also want to thank all my Patreon supporters to make all of this happen as well. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. If you're interested in supporting me directly via Patreon, for example, you can find a link in the description. But without further ado, Tropico 6, here we go. El Presidente comes back from retirement. Go, 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 go. Alright, and this is it. Welcome everyone to a new colony that was just founded with a nice firework, as we can see. And there we are now with our little palace, right? We don't have a lot at the moment. We have some bunkhouses here, some 50 sorry souls that actually joined us in this endeavor. We got a few buildings here, like a chapel, of course. This is pretty important, right? We got a corn plantation for some basic food production at the moment. And well, we do have a port, or a dock area, that is. Beautiful beach area as well, and lots of building space. There's also the occasional landmarks here that we can use for some tourism later on. But of course, tourism is far away for us right now. We need to survive financially, most importantly, first, and for that we need to get an industry cracking. Before we start with the building process, let's have a look at my overlays for this map. So there is a few things that I would like to check first. The first one is my fertility for crops, and what I can see is that for a lot of my plantations, this is like the perfect area here, right? So a lot of plantations can be squeezed into this. Oh, pineapple is a bit of a tricky one here. Coffee is very good, and cotton is also very good. So everything that we need early on is going to be in high fertility area like this one. For my resources, we can see that we have a bit of coal and iron over there. Coal, iron, coal, and a bit of gold far away. So this is not ideal, but at least here we do have some basic mining possible later on at some point. All right, let's get cracking with the building. We actually need to make some money here, right? Tropico needs to get rich ASAP. So let's start with a juicy road over here, and we're also going to make a bit of a road system here at the harbor area, where we're going to add then our industry later on, right? And the first building, really, what every Tropican needs is, of course, what? A pirate cove. We're going out there, we're going to make some heists, we're going to kidnap people, whoever is actually naive enough to get to my colony here. And let's unpause the game, really. There is no reason why we should stay paused for the moment. First construction up and running, and my Tropicans, my construction workers, are on the way now. getting to this spot. Where's El Presidente, by the way? I guess he's still sleeping. So no reason to wake him up at the moment. We have other things to do, and that is building us up a bit of a plantation system. Let's have a look. We do need sugar for starters, and I can see that we have a very good sugar fertility down here in this area and also up here in this area. For sugar, I'm going to make sure that they're not too close together, right? So this would be the first one, and then we have another one a bit further away here for later then, because we're going to need sugar for the rum, of course. I'm also going with some pineapples. Let's just check it out. We don't have the best fertility for pineapples. A bit of a better fertility than over here, right? So this is where we could have the pineapple ones running. I don't want to get too close there to the city because we need room, of course, to grow as well. Cocoa, coffee. Coffee is very important. Let's go ahead with the coffee that we can also have then right there. I will definitely need some tobacco. Perfect fertility right here for the tobacco. Cotton, very important. And as we can see, perfect fertility for cotton as well. This is one. There would be something for corn still working here, but we have a corn plantation. I would rather save it. And then there's a bit of a banana that we can have a bit further away. And yeah, with that, we have a nice little plantation area coming up now. Let's just continue with this road. And here is kind of like the end then for the plantations as well, right? Of course, what these guys here need is, yeah, well, these workers, is some housing close by. So we're going to add now some housing there, so the workers can actually live where they work. So let's just have some houses right here, and we probably make then some more houses on the other side as well, like that. On that side here, we continue then onwards. This goes back then to the beach at some point, and for now though, nothing else needs to be done here except waiting a bit for my construction workers to finish the job. Right now, they're working on the Pirate Cove. This is most important. And there's also the first freighter coming in, exporting some corn, right? But that is not going to be profitable, of course. With the plantations, we actually lost a lot of money already. So from 20,000, we're down to 2,000 now. It's getting tight. It's getting really tight down there. I might also consider a logging camp already, but we're not doing this. I'm going with plantations only for the moment. And there's the first plantations coming online now. The freighter got $2,500 out and 5 immigrants. So also we are starting with 50. We are already at 56. The first people are moving in. We have 12 unemployed people at the moment, uneducated bunches. And we got 3 vacant jobs that's in the plantation right now. We got 20 vacant homes, so people actually have reason to live there. But we get 5 homeless. How does it fit together? Well, the people without a job can't afford housing, right? And that's pretty important to provide them a job so they can earn some money and thus they can live then in those homes. By the way, we should do something here. Bunk houses, they're really ugly tier 1 residences, and we are going to reduce the budget to 1 for all of them. This will save us some costs. They're already pretty bad living areas anyway, and yeah, I'm just going to make it worse, but not noticeable worse, I think. The Teamster office gets the highest budget because we want to get some good transportation going. Also, I'm going to save the work, or I'm going to change the work mode here for this fella there to lose load limit. Increases capacity of Teamsters by 50%, but each Teamster might lose up to 10% of its freight. That's okay for me. That's a nice trade-off. There is another llama here. Let's click on that. It's a nice Easter egg. And we have found the second one, piñatas, out of the 20 that we can get here. For $30. I hope this is not considered cheating. Getting that money out of it. Alright, Pirate Cove is up and running now. We get the first pirates, are 4 people. And we're going to make a raid right away. And yeah, let's go for some looting, right? We're not the friendliest people at the moment. We're a small colony. We need to survive somehow. So looting some coffee, corn and gold seems to be about right. We also get the first revolutionary demand. Sofia Ortega. Only I know what it is. And we need to build a tavern, right? And we would get some nice rewards then out of that. Now we're a colony, right? So we're in the colonial age, 19th century. And the first goal here, of course, is to get independent. We want to strive for independence for the great nation of Tropico. However, for that to achieve, well, we need to get prosperous first. We have 5 years of a mandate. If this runs out, the game is over, basically. And there it is. We get the first crown demand, as we are a colony to the crown. And we need to fulfill this in order to get our mandate time expanded or extended by 18 months, right? And build a coconut harvester would be his task for us right now. Alright, that is an easy one. It costs me 800 credits. Not that I really need a coconut harvester, but of course, let's not be the bad guy here and build one for the $600 that it costs me. The next plantations are online meanwhile. So the sugar is now working. Also over here the coffee and my cotton. So we are really starting to push out now the first resources. What I will do for these plantations here is let's put the budgets to the highest level so we really push the efficiency of those guys here. Going to be a bit more expensive for me, but the export prices will fix that. And yeah, let's wait for the tobacco plantation here to be finished before we do anything else. We're still exporting corn. The next freighter is coming in. Still only corn in the storage. Right now what we can see, there's really quite a lot of traveling happening. That's the farmers, right? Lucia over here, and we also got Juan. And those guys here, they basically have to walk to the plantations right now from their living area. This is really bad, as a lot of their time for the day is wasted on traveling. And this is why we built those bunkhouses here, so they can live right next to their plantations. There's the next one coming up, tobacco, getting the highest budget right away. And what I would also like to do is I'm going to switch them now to multiculture, right? So this is a pretty cool work mode here. So all plantations decrease the efficiency by 40% right away. However, every plantation that does not have the same crop is boosting it by 10% efficiency. This is way better than the monoculture, because the monoculture is starting with 100% efficiency but decreases over time to 0. And with multiculture we will stay at, about, I think 100% it might be. The more plantations we build with different crops next to it. So as we can see, sugar is getting boosted by those guys here and is having an efficiency rating of 124 right now. This is where we want to have it. The bunkhouses are being finished as well. I mean, for me, it all looks like vacation. For those people, it probably doesn't. But to me, these bunkhouses are just amazing looking, together with the ocean and the palm trees. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Penultimo, you sexy face. Hello, my trusted advisor. The crown, that is our power right now. But it's best what we do, keep ahead, lest we lose ahead. The crown, she's so fickle, she's not governor. I sometimes wonder what rhyme or reason is behind these strange changes in prices. One day, coconuts are the talk of the court, the next it's tobacco. The price of each good is either increased by 20% or decreased by 10%. So this is basically a whole mixture up of our export prices. Speaking about export prices, now that my first plantations are up and running, we should do something about exporting. Let's have a look at my trade menu there real quick. And have a look at my export ratings. And as we can see, with the crown, we do have a few things here right now working. So corn, we could increase the price by that by 22% for the crown if we export a bit of corn. And I think, since we're exporting primarily corn right now, let's actually push this up and export a bit of corn. We can do the same thing with the sugar, and we can do the same thing with the coffee. So let's sign a contract for coffee. We would need to purchase a new trade license for 1,000 credits or dollars, but that's worth it to me, right? And then we can purchase another one for 2,500. Let's also do this. It will put us negative now, but I'm confident that we get the money back here. The same goes with the sugar. And with sugar, let's actually take a low volume, because I don't want to overdo it there. Now, quickly check it up. We got vacant jobs 15, no unemployed people at the moment for the uneducated. So basically, whoever comes to Tropico now will be able to work then in one of these plantations, and they should be filling up nicely now. Tobacco not really yet. Cotton is also almost empty, but pineapple and sugar are working diligently. And it's getting a bit busy now here at the streets where people live, and as we can see, they're going back and forth now between plantation and bunkhouses. Meanwhile, construction for the coconut harvester has started and is going to be finished right away. It's a very cheap, easy building, and this one fulfills the crown demand and should give us an extending of our mandate time. $2,000 is really not a lot, so the 18 months is way better, pushing us up to 5 years again. We are going to demolish the coconut harvester again right away, though. It was really just there for the quest. As we can see, there's also now something else in the storage of the harbor, and that is sugar. So the first 500 sugar are being exported. Could be a bit more profitable than corn. It also completes a trade route and thus also increases our reputation with the crown, and 1,600 credits or dollars we get out of that. Right, goodbye. Now, what I can see is that the storage of these plantations is filling up, right? There's 200 here, 400 here. We might consider another Teamster office soon. So the Teamster officers, these Teamsters here, they're my transporters, right? And of course they get overwhelmed at some point when there's too many productions. But I can see that there is goods being delivered right now to the docks. We need to export. For a quicker transportation, let's make this road here complete. So they don't have to go through the city in order to get to the docks, but can use this road here right away. And sugar, corn and pineapples are our next exports. Alright, penultimo, progression to world wars. So getting independent requires us to have an average revolutionary approval rating of 60. Right now we're at 51. And also 60% of the population need to support revolution, and 57% of that are doing that right now. We need to fulfill more demands and of course also build up a bit more infrastructure. Right now we're very basic, but of course that comes with the money. Lots of stuff being exported with the next freighter, and boy, we need it. We are negative right now at $5,000.
Excuse me, Elsport.
The next crown demand: fulfill an export trade route for Lord Roger Windham to get us another mandate extension. Let's just check it out. Cotton would be actually very, very good price right now, and we are not producing cotton though yet. We have sugar, coffee, pineapples. So that would be sugar, and I'm just going with the 600 here, because I want to fulfill that mission. And with that, we should, yep, fulfill that trade route right away and get us another 18 months of mandate time. The freighter is arriving. We're at 6,000 negative now, 90 people almost. So there will be a few more moving in with the freighter now. And we have 24 vacant homes still, but also 11 vacant jobs. So we definitely need more immigrants here, please. Very good. Trade route fulfilled, and $10,000 were exported, giving us a bit of room to play around with again. 18 months extension to 6 years for the moment. And 4 people moved in. Alright, this is also important to notice. We have, by the way, this revolutionary demand here for building a tavern. I'm going to leave it open for now, because there's no hurry here, right? There's no time limit on it, and I know exactly what I want to do with that when. The only thing where we should invest some money probably is a Teamster office, a second one. As we're building up more plantations and stuff like that, I would really like to push a few more workforces here. And also, the first raid was completed. We looted 1,000 coffee, 1,600 corn, and 200 gold. So very good. This is going to get transported right away to the docks then, to make us some coffee. To make us some profit here. Coffee is in. Pineapples are in. I would like to check my trade routes there again. Coffee, very good for a good price. Corn, we're still exporting. I still have room now for one more export. We're not really producing cotton yet, but as I can see, gold here. There would be 1 gold for 150. We can make some profit out of the gold. Let's do this. Next Teamster office ready for action. Let's put the budget high, and let's also put it to loose load limit work mode once again. I would also, let's just check it out. Yep, build me a few more bunkhouses here. 2 more I think should be fine. Alright, so I'm going to have them over here. Another demand from the crown with an export trade route. The next bunkhouse is finished, and I would like now to do also the tavern here. And as we can see, we could squeeze it in just nicely in here somewhere, and I would probably like to do this so people can then look to the inside in this tavern here. And my construction workers, my diligent construction workers are already on the way. Look at how busy the roads are getting here, with all the people transporting stuff around and also getting to construction sites. And there is also the tavern now being completed. Another mission successfully finished and 3 more jobs available for action. Let's put the budget here a bit lower. And we have successfully completed a quest. Get a random blueprint, $2,000 or 10 revolutionary immigrants. I'm going with that, of course. We need workforce. And they're also positive for our cause, right? 100 people, by the way, are in now. Also, 8,000 negative once again. So there's lots of stuff being exported now. There you go. And also the gold was fulfilled right away. That was a trade that was a really good export here. $20,000. 14 people are moving in right now. And we fulfilled the quest here once again to extend our mandate time. What we can also see is that all the vacant jobs are being taken now, so we have no more jobs available right now. All my plantations are working at full capacity, and that means for me, well, I can expand that a bit with a few more plantations if I like to. So I'm going to add now another sugar plantation right here where we still have the green fertility bonus. It will still have 4 plantations that have not the same crop, so these 4 here, right? While this one here has these here as a boost for the multiculture, and these have 1, 2, 3, 4 as well, also different crops for multiculture. However, just for security reasons also, we're going to add another one, and that's the corn. That we can also add then right here in the center of it all, and this is also getting the multiculture bonus then, of course. Going to add more workers to the area, so let's also build us another bunkhouse in this region. And since I'm not a savage and we always should have something for looks, let's also get us some park area in here. Doesn't cost me that much anyway. Another revolutionary demand from Sofia Ortega. Only I know what it is, and several dozen loose-lipped freedom fighters and your spies. In fact, you almost certainly knew what we wanted before we did it, in which case, please do it and we shall say no more. Produce 1,000 corn. Oh, that's absolutely not difficult. Perfect. We have 2 corn plantations now. That would do the job. This one, however, of course, once we finish this... By the way, small mistake on my part. You know what? Let's cancel construction, and we can actually just move it, relocate the building of the corn over here. And that's it, right? It doesn't need to be constructed again. And there you go. And multiculture is activated right away as well. Highest budget. That's it. And look who's coming to town. A pirate ship. And that's ours, fortunately. Coming back, hopefully, from a successful raid. That was the last one then. I would probably still like to loot. We might also have a look at rescuing missions. Let's have one. Rescuing many. So we will get some new Tropicans in with that. As we do need the workforce. We have 12 vacant jobs right now, once again. Very good. 1,000 coffee, 1,600 corn and 200 gold. I think I have finished the gold one the last time. Yes. Do we have another gold export? We don't. So no more money coming out of that, unfortunately. For the moment, we are still exporting some sugar here too. Let's also push the volume up. We have corn, cotton and sugar now. Alright, since these plantations are far away from these bunkhouses already, so I will also need to build now a few more bunkhouses here. Let's make it to 2 bunkhouses for the moment. Yeah, they are all full almost. Not much that I can do anymore, and we can see also that there's some shacks appearing. That's of course because there's no more living space. Especially also here to the sugar plantation. Another trade route completed, that was the corn. $15,000 were exported, really. That's a lot. There is some gold here now, but I think the gold was in already. We can extend the mandate time by 18 months again. And the next 2 bunkhouses are ready for action, and the first people are already moving in. And the corn mission is also completed, and with that we get 10 more revolutionary immigrants. Very good, getting just to a population of 117. And since my vacant jobs are getting lower again a bit, we can focus a bit on the next industry. So first of all, we do have here the mining, right? I'm not building... Or should we build the mines now? Yeah, I think we can actually do this. Let's build an iron mine here. And here we can have a coal mine. Make the road connection completed. And with that, 2 more industries are coming up. People will then live here. So we probably... Nah, we don't need more bunkhouses for the moment. We are fine. Lots of space available. Oh, look at that export rating here. That's a lot of stuff. Lots of cotton, by the way. Cotton is 40% above the price for us at the moment. So very profitable indeed. And we do need the money. Ah, the first pirate attack is also coming. Where are they pirate? There they are. Coming ashore. 4 pirates are attacking us. What are they attacking? One of my plantations over here. So we need to act quickly. And we need to build a guard tower. We, however, also need to purchase it first for $1,000. And then we need to build it for $500. And yeah, well, let's just see. There we could do it. Let's make a quick build out of that for $250. Getting this one done. And also let's raise the budget so we immediately get someone filling it in here. And Angelique, you're the first one. She's female, right? That's the first female guard that we have. And the first guard as well, by the way. Hopefully it's not the last one, by the way. We do need them. Let's import. Alright, I'm building a second one just to be sure. And there's the pirate attack coming in. Of course, it's only the first one, so it's just 4 sorry souls. And we should be able to fight it off there just fine, right? We got 2 guard towers now up and running. Build a library. That's a pretty big demand here. And there the attack starts. So my guys are already shooting. They're now shooting back. And thus the battle rages on. And we can also just see here that we're losing now health, right? But I'm pretty confident. Yeah, we got 3 guards here and then also 3 here. And as we can see, they're already losing health there. The first one died. So this should not be a big deal for us. Some 4 more people are moving in, 130. We still have 8 vacant jobs. The next one goes down. And the last one will bite the dust in a few seconds. As he's losing a lot of health very quickly. And off he goes. With that, the attackers have been defeated. I'm probably going to keep both of them, even though, of course, they do cost me. But for security reasons, I might just do this. Another raid completed. How's my mines looking? By the way, both of them are now active. Let's raise the budget, so we do get some workers in here quickly. I keep the work mode normal now. We cannot upgrade anything yet, because we're still in colonial age. And now we're outputting also some coal and iron as my next productions. And we should then also be able to get us some... perhaps some export in here if we want to. We have, by the way, yep, got the gold. So I might also get us the gold trade route here done for 5,000. Yep, expensive. But now we have 4 trade licenses up and running. And with that, we can always have 4 goods exported. Very successful export here. $13,000 for now. And still 12 vacant jobs. So I'm hesitant to build more industry for the moment. As long as we haven't filled up the mines there as well, for example. And we already have the next pirate attack coming in from here. Once again, it's just 4. And once again, they attack one of my plantations. So they will have to pass these guard towers. There will be no problem here. And also the first iron trade route is active now. So I'm going to have 3 trade routes now with high volumes for good prices. And one I'm going to keep available whenever the revolutionary mission comes up. So we can quickly finish a trade route for the mandate time. Yeah, while the next pirate attack comes in, we've also reached $50,000. This makes it possible for me to build now something else than just plantations. First of all, click the llama away there again. And what I would like to do here in my city itself is we have the revolutionary demand for a library. So let's go ahead and do this, of course. Library, media education. There it is. Costs me 3,600 credits. It generates knowledge for research that we can do in order to get edicts out and running. Let's go ahead and get us that library out and running. Also, I would like to start providing some more services to my people to make them a bit happier, which is going to be pretty important down the road. So we have it, the grocery store. This is providing food directly to those people here. And let's have it in this area next to my bunkhouses and also a bit more central. Still 10 vacant jobs, so I don't need to worry about industry for the moment. And there it is, finished. A beautiful building indeed when we consider what we've done so far. And this one's really cool. First of all, we get some more qualified workers in. That's the high school one now. They're also going to earn a bit more. And they will produce us now research points. And with the research points, we can now start researching edicts. The first one that I would like to do here is Employee of the Month. This is going to double the work shifts for my mines and industrial buildings, makes them more effective overall. So let's go ahead with that. And then I would probably like to go for the advanced boat services. And with that, we also get 10 more revolutionary immigrants. Though my support rating is rather low right now, only at 5%, we will have to work a bit harder to get independence. So far so good. Tropico is starting to look like something. We're still, of course, now a small colony fighting to survive. And we continue onwards here then in the next episode. Stay tuned.